It's XCOM2. Welcome back. And hello. Just in the bar right now, where Brenwyn and Grim are having a conversation, probably about that poster of Reed, and Aethel is serving drinks to Overguard and Goonstone. And it looks like the smoking ban wasn't put into effect on the Avenger, as Aethel's just, having the time of his life there, really. Today, we are off the back of a retaliation mission that went really well. We've got Illyrium coming up, and then we need to consider what we're going to research next. We've got a supply drop coming up, and then we'll see what happens from there. Looking at the strategic layer for a brief moment, 6 days away from a new engineer, which is super awesome. And then I probably am going to scan this alien wreckage for the alloys and the crystals, because we're looking pretty low on them, and the supply drop should bring us back to a reasonable number of supplies. We've also got the black market to consider, but right now there's not much action going on. We've got a lot of tired soldiers, quite a few wounded soldiers, so all that's there to do really is get to work on scanning for this engineer and seeing what happens.
I think you will find our results.
Illyrium is probably going to be a nice bit of research for us to have. It allows us to upgrade our power facilities, and we've got access to the powered armor research as well. Illyrium is a alien element and is unlike any other naturally occurring element on Earth. And the aliens use it for all sorts of things. Like, Illyrium's kind of one of the sources of the aliens' technology. Digital network construction? What's that going to give us then? Oh, it's a resistance ring upgrade. I see. So, I would very much like to get the Lost Autopsy done. Because the ultrasonic lure is honestly, it's just one of my favorite items to use. Powered armor would take us 25 days, and we need a bit of additional research taken care of as well. The Advent Shield Bearer Autopsy is available to us right here, and what was the other thing that was required there? Illyrium power integration, which we don't appear to have access to insofar as research does yet. So we're still a bit of time away from powered armor. That's the sort of like tier 3 armor. Not too worried about, not having it or being anywhere near it just yet. There's plenty of things between then and now to take into consideration. We also got the Muton Elite Autopsy for the personal shield vest unlock, although we don't actually have the Elite Corpse available. And there was the Destroyer Autopsy as well for the Destroyer vest, concussion grenade. So there's quite a few toys that we could unlock with the research that we've got available to us right now. And I think because of what I just said, the ultrasonic lure, and the fact that it's only 3 days, we'll start with the Lost.
Similar in appearance to the psionic zombies we have encountered previously in our engagements with the aliens. All current indications are that these Lost are the product of something else entirely. Prolonged exposure to the chemical agents first released in the earliest stages of the invasion seem to have turned these once innocent civilians into yet another form of the undead.
So there we go.
Although I had realistic expectations,
it's pretty crazy that it's taken until June 8th to get the Lost Autopsy. But every single mission that we've had with the Lost has been an evac, so we've not been able to bring any of the corpses with us, unfortunately. But that's the nature of the beast. Back to the old scan. Would be quite nice if we just had a bit of a break just to get some of the busy work done, to be honest. It's another ding on the Avatar project, though.
advent facilities are cropping up around the world.
The outcome of this
Yeah, there's the Lost
can only
Autopsy done.
further our advances,
Magnificent.
Commander.
Quite a bit of reading to do regarding the Lost. But yeah, like I think I mentioned this in a previous episode, and Tygan just referenced it on the research beginning as well. They're just a form of the undead, and they're a result of the weird pod things that the aliens dropped during the initial invasion. Just like, I don't know, it never really gets fully explained, but the pods are, I guess they're called fog pods. But yeah, I'll let this scroll through in case you want to sort of like pause the video and have a read of this, because most of the lore and story and, you know, just general what the heck is going on in this game is buried behind research projects. And it's one thing to, you know, have me sort of skim through it and provide a basic like, I guess it's this, but there's actually quite a lot going on in the world of XCOM. It's a cool world that Firaxis have built with the reboot. Up next is potentially gonna be the Muton Destroyer. Don't know though, it's actually we could probably, in fact, you know what, yeah, I am gonna just run Alien Encryption, because the Shadow Chamber is the next big thing that we'll need to build, and I want to build it where this exposed power coil is. So I think what we'll do is run that research, which will take 7 days, finish this debris, finish the engineer, and then we can potentially get to work on removing or shielding, I guess it would be. Yes, we shield the power coil. We remove the machinery, we remove the debris, and we shield the power coils. There you go. Back to watching the clock tick. Sooner or later something's going to happen and interrupt our reverie. And it's an extract advent supplies mission, which is absolutely incredible. We have got people on deck to be able to take this. Operation Snowfood is going to give us, hopefully, if all goes according to plan, a nice injection of supplies, alloys, Illyrian crystals. It's going to be brilliant. We're going to do this because these missions can potentially be super lucrative. I think we've had one of these mission types in the campaign so far, and we made out like bandits on that one. Hopefully we do on this one, but obviously we'll see how we get on. We will bring a squad that can get in and get out quite quickly. So what we're looking for here is movement, and apprehension and Spacey are available and ready to go. So we'll bring those guys. We'll bring Aethel to bring the damage that we're going to need. I think it said Psionic Storm again, so we're potentially going to be dealing with lots of sectoids. Obergard's actually got a respectful amount of movement as well. 76 aim could stand to be improved. We're probably going to want a sapper. So we'll bring Kalani actually, as Bremen's already lieutenant, and then I'm less enthusiastic about bringing a marksman. However, I think a marksman wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Although, I'm wondering, do we potentially actually... Yeah, you know what, we're going to bring a marksman, but we're going to run the Temnotic rifle and a Shadow Keeper, rather than the typical ways in which we use marksman. We'll be a bit more aggressive. Kind of need that bullpup that we sent out with Kerwin for apprehension to be able to do it, because we cannot presently build a new one, because, you know, we've got 5 supplies. So I guess we'll just have to run the Cal 7 bullpup rather than the Cal 15. But, you know, Apprehension's got the rocket launcher and has the ionic whipjack, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Spacey's going to want a better rifle. Aethel's going to want a better shotgun. Obergard's going to want a better rifle, although actually I think we'll run the mag support cannon on Obergard. We've got the AUG shotgun on Kalani, which is fine. the support cannon's going to want a lightweight frame, but not one that causes a detriment to aim. We'll run... Ooh. We'll run the experimental magazine on Overguard and have the blue screen rounds there, I think. Clav can run the EMP. Mind Shield will go on Aethel because we are looking at another psionic storm, so probably Sectoid Central out there. Spacey gets the usual medic, nanovest and medkits. And then I guess Overguard needs a grenade as well, and probably mag grenade. Although now that I think about it, if we're bringing a sapper, we'll give the gas grenade to Overguard, and then we'll run a mag grenade on Kalani. And do you need a vest as well? Yes, you do. And then finally we just need to get some upgrades on these things and we're good to go. So reflex sights and wildcat, not reflex sight, we want laser sight. For Kalani's shotgun, same sort of situation I guess. Laser sight and wildcats, and accidentally click out entirely rather than carry on. Gearing up the squad because I'm clever. For Clav, we'll go with the speed loader and bipod. For Spacey, reaction shots, expanded magazine, and you know what, you could have a lightweight frame too. And then actually thinking about this, given the fact that oh, we can't access it, so I'll just stop saying what I was going to say. Not to worry. And then yeah, I think that's us. We could give the mag shorty to Overguard as well. Never know when it might come in handy. Yep, that's us though. Everyone's in predator armor or plated skirmisher. Everyone's geared up as good as they're going to be, so hopefully we can get in here and steal some good stuff. Or it will be a disaster.
Sky Ranger deployed. We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Operation Snow Food. Oh, why not? Operation Snow Food. The best operation name I've seen so far is Puke Asylum. I think Operation Puke Asylum will take a fair bit of doing to be beaten. For now though, we're in the wilderness of the western United States. For Operation Snow Food, we're going to sneak in here and steal some crates. Given
Advent forces are in the process of airlifting.
Oh my, that's a bridge.
Crates out of this area, and we have an opportunity here to take a few for ourselves.
Well then, this is an interesting
the crates with transponders.
map.
Firebrand will handle the rest.
I don't think we want to take that bridge, because if we get caught, then it will not be a good time for anyone involved, that's for sure. So we'll take the long way around and just have a peek, because I really don't want to activate enemies until we're in a good position to do so. We have spotted something, no. Good thing we didn't take that bridge. Advent Trooper and a Sectoid's not so bad. We'll just move up with reckless abandon and ideally not get into a fight yet. We'll soon find out. Okay. I wonder if we could, like, blow this bridge up with one of Kalani's grenades. Looks like we've got a crate nearby, which is nice. So we'll pull up a little bit further, see if there's anything else going on. Doesn't look like it. That looks like another crate. So right now, that one's not really in range for sure, but we've got at least one. I think we're gonna bring Spacey in just a little bit further.
Eyes on hostile patrol.
And we've got Sectoid City. Yikes. Priest, Sectoid Abductor, Sectoid. That was 2 Sectoids. And then over here is a standard trooper and a Sectoid. Okay. And I've completely lost track of space. There he is.
Running.
I think then we'll probably... try for this direction. There's at least 3 crates in reasonable reach. And how many enemies is this actually? So there's 2 there, 2 there, and 3 there. So that's 3. There's got to be at least one more pack floating around. And reinforcements come thick and fast on these missions as well. Which is just, you know, an extra complication to be mindful of course. Yeah, I think it'll be fine here, Kalani. And finally, Clav.
Go. Enemy squad located.
Aha! That's another 2. What a strange place to be. So there's 2 there, 3, 5, 7, 9. I'm going to assume 1 more odd floating around for like at least 11 starting out on the map. It wouldn't be a bad thing to take these guys and get rid of the abductor. I'm less enthusiastic about it right now because these 2 will join us, as will these 2. Take our time. Don't fight until we have to fight. That's the rule of engagement on these missions. Although I think we are probably at a point where we want to consider overwatches. It looks like we can bring Obergard in there. Kalani ain't moving. Clav ain't moving.
Eyes on the prize.
Apps ain't moving. Spacey ain't. And Aethel already has. As has Obergard. So, do we get spotted? Oh, they're getting warmer. This might be it. Yes. There we go. Showtime. Hopefully these overwatches could do some good work though. 8 to kill the priest in 1. Kalani is certainly here. Spacey, nice 7. Aethel, Apps hitting. Obergard's the only one that let the team down. I don't believe it. Oh, and Clav's been spotted as well, so there we go, Clav. Right in the back. Where did that abductor go to? We know that there's another abductor just out there in the mist. And I guess those 2, Sectoid and the Advent Trooper, didn't activate, which is good. So then, Apprehension doesn't have a visual to get Justice on the go from where they presently are. What I'd like to do is get Justice on that abductor if Apprehension can land this. Alas, they cannot. That's fine. Take the 57. Managed it as well. It's a damn shame that we don't have the upgraded bullpup. The abductor's probably the biggest threat. Gas grenade's not really going to do much. Mag grenade, on the other hand. Mag grenade would, theoretically at least. In fact, yeah, we'll mag grenade that because it should kill one. Okay, it killed the one I wasn't expecting it to kill, but you know what? It all worked out in the end. I actually think then we shadow fall this abductor.
You can't handle me.
Puts Clav back in concealment, and 41's not my favourite shot, but we can take it. Good hit.
Did you see that one?
Next up then, we can probably expect these two to come in. And we've got Clav, sorry, not Clav, we've got Aethel and Overguard available for overwatching.
Scanning. On Overwatch.
And Advent are marking their supplies now as well. That's 2 packs taken care of, which is pretty good.
Their numbers grow.
Looks like the 2 guys up there haven't decided to join us, so we're going to risk this run. That's those activated. So the trooper and the sectoid, which ain't so bad. And grab that crate. Kind of shot are you looking at actually? 59, 39. We'll come back to that. Clav's actually in concealment, so we can bring Clav here and potentially cap this. And it looks like we can. Capping it will break concealment on Clav. But that looks good. Overguard, I'd actually think is probably worth putting a suppression down, maybe? 56 ain't so bad, you could as well flush it out. I wonder if this should combo, right? So if we overwatch with Spacey, and then we go for the flush them out. Good hit. Okay, it didn't move. Fine. Didn't want it to move anyway. Kalani's probably gonna be on Overwatch duty for the incoming. I'll come back to Clav in just a moment. Apprehension could quite comfortably slice that sectoid. And we could, in fact, I think that's not necessarily the worst decision. Apprehension can't move though after doing this. It's a shame that it's not in range of Justice. I prefer Justice. That's not the target for Justice that we were looking for, unfortunately. To be honest, the sectoid's kind of low down on the list of prio, so we'll get the Overwatches on the go. Hang on to that, although if we're going to cap it, it needs to be now, thinking about it. Do we go for this? Or this? You know what, we're going to go for the Trooper. Kind of hoping that the sectoid goes for like a mind control, or maybe raising a zombie or something. And yeah, we'll cap that. So we have got a couple of Overwatches ready to go for what looks like a stun lancer, an advanced trooper, and a regular trooper.
The elders send their puppets.
Show us some sweet moves here, Aethel and Kalani. Oh, and Spacey. Wow, that armor did a lot of work there, huh? And, you know, the gigantic health pool that it had, because it turns out it was an advanced assault trooper. Who would have thought? That's an unfortunate thing to have happened,
Firebrand is on
but
deck for
it
recovery.
was a possibility.
Marking those crates, Menace 1-5.
That's 3, which is pretty solid. I think we can probably get away with more. We've got 2 up here, 1 here. Advanced Trooper, Advanced Stun Lancer, Flav. Priests, not really worried, to be honest with you. It's not my favorite shot, to be honest. We could go for a lead, which might be the better choice. Apprehension, I think we're just going to use to get rid of this nuisance. As well as that, it'll put Apprehension out of harm's way. Spacey can run this without triggering the Overwatch, so we could potentially use that to deal with some of this mess. I think what's probably necessary is a grenade from Kalani. Just get Kalani into some cover, and then we can bust these guys open. Preferably get rid of that cover for the trooper. It looks like we can do that without causing bodily harm to Aethel. Okay. The advanced trooper, 9 health, no armor. We could potentially see a kill from Spacey on that, so we'll consider that. Oberguard, I think, kills this assault trooper, just with point blank. Off with his head. Who needs a guillotine? Aethel does have breakthrough. Yes, you do, so we'll guarantee this kill. And then Spacey, can you get this work done on the advanced trooper? 93%, 40% crit chance. There is a possibility. Lands the hit, but no kill. But hey. And there goes the heal, which is fine actually. That's pretty much the priest wasting its turn. I am concerned that the trooper's going to be able to flank someone here. Stun shot doesn't land. Nice work on the... Oh, leave the target, of course. Yeah, there's the flanking shot. Good thing it didn't crit. 33% chance to. Reinforcements have moved up a bit, which is nice. Okay. Good news is currently, all the way back here, is Apprehension. And they can slice this thing up. Alas, no kill. Not the worst thing that could happen though. So we've got the priest, this trooper, and the sectoid to deal with, as well as these 2 crates not long for this world. Spacey can run this one. Clav can run this one. The trick, however, is honestly dealing with the abductor. I think then we'll bring Oberguard forward. I'm not too worried about that trooper. I probably should be, but I'm trying not to be. And we'll... Can we run a zone suppression on these 2 quite handily? We can. So that seems like a good choice. Kalani, I actually forgot that was where Kalani was, which is super positive because Kalani's going to deal with that trooper now. And then finally Aethel, who I think we run and gun and try and just get a bit more of a connection going on this sectoid. Great hit. It's super sad that Apprehension wasn't able to land a kill on that advanced trooper.
Whatever you say.
But they're out of harm's way, and Kalani can finish the job for us.
Well,
And then I don't mind running Clav and Spacey, leaving the Priest and the Sectoid alive. Priest could potentially go for another heal, but it's more treasure, right? We don't have any Overwatches for these reinforcements. Looks like another Priest in the mix. Ah, there's the mech. Other guard's got the blue screens. Sectoid Abductor's dead on this turn. As long as Kalani can get into range of it, of course. Suppression doesn't hit, unfortunately. It's still suffering its accuracy penalty, but it's not going to take any shot. Going for the mind control, it looks like. Completely resisted by Aethel because Aethel has the mind shield. Okay. What did the priest do? I don't recall. We are going to need to just reload and then deal with this mech with Overguard. 75%'s not the worst shot in the world. We have to take it. Nice.
one down, thousands to go.
Don't know that Kalani can be in range of this abductor. Oh, amazing.
I'm going.
Just manages it. 0% chance to hit, but guess what? Guaranteed 1 damage.
You know that was good.
Where?
Got no ammo.
There's another box. How many boxes we got left? 7 still? They're all over here. And reinforcements aren't coming on the next turn. They are imminent though, so maybe we... Given the fact that Apprehension can run 6 marathons, I think what we'll do is
A great distance.
take them out on collection runs. And that leaves 5 to deal with whatever this mess is. Clav's got a pretty good blanking shot on... Oh, there's one up here as well. Okay. We'll take Clav up to the high ground then. That is like a super low roll on damage, unfortunately.
My weapon's spent.
Aethel... I'd really like this priest killed, because it's got loot. And right now, loot is what we're all about. That might be another job for Kalani to finish. Although actually, I'm out of turns, I don't know what I'm saying. I was getting way too excited there.
On the way.
This is the... Was that a heal? I couldn't quite tell. Yeah, it was a heal. Okay. Oh, hello, Mr. Massive extra pack that we weren't expecting, and Apprehensions all by themselves. And of course, you're all overwatching. Oh boy. Stasis means that we're not going to evac this turn for sure. We could actually. Spacey's not going to take any damage. And that's a pretty nasty drop. Does mean that Apprehension's got a bit of a nasty situation to get out of here. Kind of damage would be incoming if it all hit. 4, 8, 12. On 8 hit points? Yeah, there's no chance. We need to deal with that. How greedy am I feeling?
Tired of waiting around.
I'm feeling greedy. Hopefully won't regret all this. 55 is not so bad a shot, actually. You might as well take it. Nice. Okay, apprehension is in danger. Which is certain. How do we deal with these two? I think Kalani takes the reload and kills the priest. He's doing some serious work with that 1 damage. The priest's gone into stasis. Okay. Aethel, I think, deals with this trooper. Apprehension, theoretically... No, there's no way that they grapple. Nuts. Oh, this is bad.
Absolutely.
Oh, I really don't like this. What are the options, though? Do you just... We could justice one. No, because that's not overwatching. Damn it! That ends the turn. And doesn't leave apprehension in a much better spot. Oh, I can't believe this.
Moving out.
I'm getting flashbacks. But I think apprehension has to run this. We could take the shot. Oh, amazing. That's 1 down. That's 1 less to worry about.
My ammo is depleted.
We've still got 2. But 2 is better than 3. Oh dear. Oh, they survived. I think it might be home time.
Advent just airlifted out their first crate. We're gonna have to move fast if we want to get the rest.
Yep. Okie dokie. We've got no reason to stick around, I think. Oh god, the priest. Okay, it didn't do anything. Don't land this. Of course you panicked it. Well, we still have to stick around. I'll take the stasis though, that's good.
Taking heavy damage!
Oh man. This is not the greatest situation. Okay, everyone's still alive. Somehow. Clav. Where do we even start? We start here. Right. Lani needs to kill this priest. Oh my goodness.
Target's still up.
Oh dear. And you're out of cover where you presently are, huh? Right. We bring Spacey back. He needs to heal. Aethel. Do we have another answer to that? Priest? Not really. We have to drop Clav. Clav can take at least a hit. Oh, outstanding. Okay. Oh, that makes life a little bit easier. Still not perfect. This has gone sideways. But got some breathing room. Overguard's currently hunkered down in a flankable position. Apprehension is presently in stasis, and we've got so many enemies coming down on us right now. I mean, it says 4, but like it feels like there's so many more. That's not a great situation for Overguard. Okay. Oh, God. Alright, Holy Warrior's fine. That's not for us to care about. The question now is, what is the last sectoid gonna do? Oh! Overguard survives with 1 health. This is the reinforcements. They didn't overwatch. Right. I think we can get out.
Requesting emergency evac.
And we need to go. For real. Greed almost got the better of us there for sure.
No need to ask twice.
But
No need to ask twice.
I'm not going to say that's anything less than a miracle that all 6 of the squad are able to get out. Overguard on 1 health, Apprehension on 1.
Tactical retreat.
And I think we managed to cap something like 7 boxes,
Firebrand is returning to base.
which is just, yeah, excellent. We'll call that excellent. That was very stressful. Who's our MVP? Had a feeling it would be Aethel. Hits every shot, deals the most damage, kills the most guys, moves the furthest, picks up the most loot, does all the things. Didn't take a single point of damage himself either. Oh, that was a stressful mission. But now that we get to look at the loot screen, I think it was probably worth it.
Despite destruction left in their wake, XCOM refuses to let go of the ways of the old world. They will continue their wanton and reckless crimes.
I'm like, I've got this vision now where the loot's going to be terrible. I'm just going to go, no, we've wounded everyone for no reason. But no, I'm pretty confident that we can consider that worth it. No promotions. Sergeant, Lieutenant. Kind of would have hoped that the sergeants got some promotions there, but c'est la vie. They're all very tired. You know, don't blame them. 211 supplies, 77 alloys, 40 crystals. Yeah, damn good haul. Huh. And a bond from the looks of things. That is Kalani and Aethel. And yeah, I'm down for that. The 2 of them worked really well on that last mission, actually. Well, I think I'm going to go do some breathing exercises after that, because that was quite intense, considering we went into it full of confidence and hopes of spring. We'll leave things there. Thank you very much, as always. I don't know why I came out of the bar. I quite liked ending on the bar. Thank you very much, as always. And I will see you next time, where we can think about, potentially anyway, spending some of that hard-earned loot. Definitely need some meditation now, though.